Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be recapping the month of June and the second quarter, and then planning for quarter three and the first month of quarter three. I'm at the cottage and I forgot to bring a calculator. So I pretty much did all of the calculations because if you know me, you know I don't math very well and I need a calculator. So I did all of the mathing already. And so I'm going to walk you through what my month end, but also what my quarterly goal planning is all about and how I do that. So I have a task card here with my monthly planning. I hope you can see that. My monthly planning routine. So the first thing that I do is recap the previous month and then year to date. That's what that YTD means. Let me see if I can find you a darker background. Oh, sorry, I didn't think of this before I started recording. Don't have a whole lot of dark in my planner. Okay, we're just gonna have to try and, let me see actually. Let's try this. Ah, there we go, that's much better. So the first thing let me try that again. The first thing I do is recap the previous month, and then I take a look and see where we are at year to date. I look at my numbers as well as my team numbers, my individual agents on my team, and then where we are as a team. So it's a lot of, I would say it's pretty high level, inspect what you expect. Getting what gets measured gets done, as to quote the great Brian Tracy. Then I'm gonna do my quarterly goals. I'm gonna take a look at the previous quarter, see how I did and how we did as a team, and then set the goals for the next quarter. And then I'm gonna set this month's goals, schedule my month. I've been actually, my last 2 months, I scheduled my month in a separate video just to help these videos be more shorter and more succinct. Do my master task list, transfer any tasks from the previous master task list, and then update my trackers. So a lot of this I have done already just to save time, but I'm gonna walk you through my process in case it will help you. And then here is the quarterly goals here, or quarterly planning. So I recap my previous quarter numbers, look at the year-to-date numbers and recap, set new quarterly goals, or take a look at my quarterly goals and set the next quarter's goals. It's kind of, all of this is already in my monthly, but I did set a quarterly one just in case, I don't know, because I just feel like I should have 4 task cards. But there you go. If you have any questions about these at all, let me know. I've been asked a lot actually to do a separate video on how I came up with this, and I do have it written down. I want to sit down and I'm gonna leave that right there so it's easy to see. I want to make it interesting. I don't want to just ramble on. Like, I want to actually give some thought to it and then make it interesting. So that's why I haven't done it yet, but I have not forgotten. All right, first things first is my month recap and then year to date. So here I have that broken down for as a team, where we are, and then my goals, and then the agents on my team. I made these on Canva, and I just redid this one, which is why I haven't gone back and filled in January, February, March, basically the first half of the year yet, but I will. So here is June. Let's go through where we are as a team for the month of June. Okay, so I accidentally put year to date here, so I had to use correction tape and white it all out. Ugh. I might reprint it since I don't really have much written. Anyhow, okay, so contacts, 2,249. The goal is 943 contacts a month as a team. So we have a surplus of 1,306. Leads 49, our goal is 42 per month, so we have a surplus of 7. Appointments booked, we need 11 appointments booked per month, and we did 7, so we missed that by 4. Appointments held, so out of appointments that we book, we also have a goal of how many people to sit in front of, so how many appointments actually happened. So the goal is 9 per month, and we did 5, so we missed that goal by 4. And then contracts signed, so out of the people that we sit in front of, the appointments that happen, how many sign on with us and hire us. So we signed on 5 new clients in June, and the goal was 7, so we missed that by 2, and the goal was to do 4 transactions. We did no new transactions in the month of June. Wasn't for lack of trying though. Let me tell you how many offers we put in. Let's see, I'm just going to my lead gen KPI, our tracker here. We put in 5 offers. That can't be right. Oh, maybe. 36 showings, so we showed 36 properties and wrote up 5 offers for clients, and none of them got accepted. And we don't have any active listings right now, so it's strictly buyers. We do have a listing coming up, a couple coming up, but nothing active right now. So that's where we are as a team. And then as far as my individual goals, for the month of June, my goal was 233 contacts. I did 191, so I missed my goal by 42. Leads, 16 leads per month is my goal, and I did 11, so -5. Appointments booked, I booked 3 out of 4, so -1. Appointments held, 3 out of 4, -1. Contracts signed, 3 out of 3. So I hit that goal, and then no new transactions, so 0 out of 3. Okay, and then let's see Mr. Preet here. So his goal was 476 contacts. He did 807, so he has a surplus of 331. 11 out of 19 leads, so -8. 3 out of 5 appointments booked, so -2. 2 out of 4 appointments held, -2. 2 out of 3 contracts signed, -1, and no transactions. And then for Tyler, 482, and the goal was 459 contacts, so +23. 9 out of 12 leads, so -3. No appointments booked, the goal was 5. No appointments held, the goal was 4. 2 contracts signed is the goal, he did 0, and then no transactions. Alrighty, so not a great month as far as transactions, but you know, we're in the process of, after an extremely busy first quarter and most of the second quarter, we're in the process of filling our funnel again. So here's the year-to-date numbers broken down individually. Okay, so I'm gonna make an actual, I don't know why I haven't yet, I'm gonna make an actual like a template kind of like this for year-to-date, so I don't have to do this every month. But anyways, so for myself, year to date, I should be at 1398 contacts. I'm at 821, so I have 577 to make up. Leads 70, the goal is 96, so -26. Appointments booked 29 out of 24, so that's +5. I've gone on 24 appointments, the goal is 23, so +1. My goal is to sign on 19 new clients. I've signed on 20, so that's +1. The goal is to have 16 transactions done, and I have personally done 11, so -5. Now, these goals here are conversions. So let's work backwards here. So appointments booked. So 83% of the appointments that I book happen. 83% of the people that I meet with sign on. But this is interesting, 55% of the people who have signed on transact. So out of the 20 contracts, 11 have transacted. I do still have some active clients that we're still looking at houses. You know, they have very, very particular criteria. So it's not like I have 9 people that are just, you know, not transacting. I've had 2 listings this year. On offer day did not get the number that they wanted, so they decided to take it off the market and try again when if and when the market increases. But other than that, we've got a few buyers that have long-term buyers we've been working with for a few months now. Okay. And then average sale price, when I set my goal, you know, at the beginning of the year, my average sale price was $750,000. Like that's the average kind of sale price for houses in my area. And then it's worked out to be $778,000. So it's up $28,000 because our sale price has gone up. You can see here with Preet, when we set his goals, his average sale price was around $715,000, and it's now at $886,000 just due to the price point he's been working in, which is awesome for him. And then for Tyler, we set his goal. He had no frame of reference for the previous year, being a brand new agent. So we just set it conservatively at $600, and his is at $646. So what this means is, by the average sale price going up, it means to hit our commission goal, we don't have to sell as many houses or book as many appointments. We're not lowering our goal. It's just really important to look at everything as a whole. So Preet's numbers here, his goal is 2,861 contacts so far this year, and he's done 4,394, so he's ahead 1,533. Leads 104 out of 115, so minus 11. 26 out of 29 appointments booked, so minus 3. 16 out of 24 appointments have happened, so minus 8. And then contracts signed, so 8 new clients. The goal was to be at 16 by this point in the year. He's minus 8. And then transactions, the goal was to be at 12. He's at 7. And in terms of his conversions, 62% of the appointments he books happens, and then 50% are signing on with him. So there's an opportunity there for, it's a combination of either booking appointments with motivated buyers and sellers, and it's also scripting and role playing with the, you know, qualifying them properly, things like that. And then 88% of the people he signs on actually transact. And then Tyler's numbers here, 1717 out of 2413 contacts, so he's behind by 696. Leads 66 out of 65, plus 1. Appointments booked 11 out of 24. He's minus 13. Appointments held 8 out of 25, minus 17. Contracts signed 3 out of 13, minus 10. And then 3 out of 7 deals, minus 4. And as far as his appointments, 73% of the appointments that he's booked so far this year have happened. And out of those, 38% have signed on, and then 100% have transacted. Now, with Tyler being brand spanking new, this is very normal. As he is learning scripts, he has to go on a lot. When you're new in sales, like, you have to go on a lot of appointments, and it's very normal. Your conversion rates are going to be quite low because you're learning. And you can script and role play, and you can learn the scripts and learn what to say, but nothing can prepare you for real life conversations and real life objections that people, you know, will bring up, and you can't possibly be prepared for each one. That just comes with experience. So this is a really good thing, and I encourage him and anybody who's new, like, don't get discouraged by these numbers at all. This is an opportunity. So this is why we script and role play. We have our 411 meetings so that I can role play with them based on real life scenarios. So anyhow, so that's year to date broken down. And then this is broken down per quarter. So this is quarter 2. Okay, so that was my month recap, and then that was the month recap and year to date, and then here's the quarter. So quarter 2, how we did for contacts, we did 5873 contacts. The goal was 2829, so we were ahead by 3,044. Leads generated 157. The goal was 125, so we have a surplus of 32. Appointments booked 33 out of 33. So we hit that goal. Appointments held, 25 out of 25 appointments held. Contracts signed, 16 out of 17. We missed that by 1. And then transactions, 15. The goal was 13. So we are ahead by 2. In terms of conversions, 64% of the appointments that we sat down in front of signed on with us. 76% of the appointments booked actually happened. And then 94% of the people we signed on transacted. So we're on an upward trend compared to the first quarter. In the first quarter, we had 62% signed on compared to 64% now. We had 68% show compared to 76% now, and then 38% transacting compared to 94% now. And this is a combination of, yes, scripting and role playing with our conversions increasing, but also a lot of the people that we signed on in the first quarter, it took time for them to transact, especially because Tyler and Preet are primarily working with buyers. And so it's been a very tough year for buyers. Right now, it's a better year for buyers. Our market has completely shifted, which is why we're doing so much more activity. We're not just focusing on the bare minimums, because in a shifting market, in a downward shift, you have to do more efforts. You pretty much have to double your efforts to get the same result. And in an upward trend, which is what we were in the first quarter and really for the last few years, the most aggressive sellers market we've ever seen, less activity still yielded the same result because average sale price went up, and you know, any listings that you had sold. Yeah. So hopefully that wasn't too fast and that made sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I do know that I have a fair amount of real estate agents who follow me, or people in the mortgage business who understand this lingo, but any type of sales just is learning what your metrics are based on what your goals are, and figuring out, you know, an effective way to track and measure your numbers to make sure that you stay on top of your business as the year goes on. In our weekly 411 meetings, we look at our numbers these are the numbers we look at every week too. So we set our goal for the year, we break it down per quarter, we break it down per month, and then we break it down per week. And that way we know when we're falling behind in any numbers. And we also know when we have a surplus, and you know, we can kind of take our foot off the gas a little bit. Right now, our foot is full down on the gas. Anyways, so that's that. Those are my year-to-date number recap. Okay, and let me see, make sure that I've gone through everything there. And then now if we go to my goals tab, let's see. So I made these on Canva, these goal planning inserts on Canva. So I have gone ahead and readjusted the this is team numbers on the right, on the left are my numbers for the whole year. So I adjusted these based on what because our goals have kind of changed throughout the year as we've had an agent join us, and then that agent left us. And so I've put it back to what it was before that third agent joined us, and I'm just keeping it there. But anyhow, so that is done. And then I went through quarter one, put up what our actual goals were, or what my actual goals were, and then what my the difference was. And then here's quarter two. So I did the same thing. Okay, so now we're going to get into seeing how I did. I'm just gonna adjust my seat here. Very squeaky chairs here at the cottage. And if you hear a lot of background noise, we're very close to the beach. And it's Canada Day today. So yeah, that's what that is. Okay. So I had some focuses for the second quarter. One of them was for the buyer process to be 100% with everyone. That has happened. One-on-one training. I've been doing my one-on-one training with my team. Listing scripts 100% with Preet. I would say we're probably like 90% there. He's just killing it. But I wouldn't say that we are 100%. Not to my satisfaction anyways. He is actually going on his first listing appointment next week by himself, and I'm so proud of him. And he's built great rapport with these clients. So, and we've been role playing like crazy. So I would say we're not quite there. So that is something that I am going to be migrating over to this next month. Train on listings with Ashley and Tyler when their buyer scripts are 100%. We have been, Ashley's not with us anymore. So with some team training, we've been doing the listing presentation, because it's important that even though Tyler is a buyer specialist and You know, with a new agent, I do recommend, depending on your sales background, to start off with just working with buyers, because it really does help prepare you when you go on listings, because you know exactly what buyers are looking for, and it helps to prepare you better on coaching your sellers on, you know, how to prepare their homes for sale based on what buyers are looking for. And when you are in the trenches and putting a lot of offers in, it's very helpful, again, to coach your sellers. At least that's how it was with me when I started. So I have been, because I do want Tyler to be familiar with the listing script, but I'm not doing one-on-one training with him on that. So that's going to be migrated. 2 team call sessions each week. I have done a couple, but it has not been consistent each week. And then my market minute weekly has not been every single week. So didn't quite hit that. Now, if we go to June, when I do my weekly plan with me's, I have been looking on here, and this is what the check marks and the X's are for, to see like where am I at week to week. Because why set a goal for the month if you don't look at it all throughout the month, right? So I make sure that I make a point of checking this with my weekly plan with me's. So for business systems to be 100%, our systems are not 100% yet, but we are so close. And we are taking advantage of this downtime in our market right now, so that we can, because when we're so busy working with clients, we have 0 time to work on the operation side of our business. So we are taking full advantage. So we have so many things that we've been working on that are almost done. There are a couple things that we have implemented, but we're not 100% of the way there yet. So that will be migrated. Okay, training schedule, yep, done. Team 100% in their roles. They are wellness goal planning with the team. I did that, and that's something in their 411s that we've started to, this past month, that we've started to talk about, because it's really important to me that we don't only focus on sales. I want to make sure that my team is taking care of their mental health and their physical health too. Yeah, because if you are healthy and happy, then you're just going to be a better person, right? A better salesperson, a better spouse, a better friend, a better, you know, child to your parents, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's really, really important. And real estate, especially in our market, requires stamina. So that is so very important to be able to weather the ups and downs. Okay, and then performance review templates, those are done. I still need to book our performance reviews for July, so that will be delegated. My wellness. Speaking of wellness, sleeping habits 100%. Nope. I mean, do I get 8 to 10 hours sleep every night? Absolutely. It's just the time that I go to bed. Exercise routine with Ryan set. We have not set a routine. Getting our household in order. Yes and no. But, you know, there's some things that we want to do, like getting our basement decluttered. We used to do it every season. And then for the last 5 years, 6 years, well, I've been in real estate almost 7 years now, but I would say the last 5 years, we just haven't, because literally real estate has consumed us. So yeah, so that's a big no on that one. And then stay on top of my habits. Yes. Social media, I wanted to film 4 videos of value for YouTube, and that didn't happen. Brain dump with Ryan on content ideas and the team. Yes, Ryan and I have done a good brain dump, but I want to do a good, Preet and I were talking, and he's got some really good ideas too. So we're both going to prepare ideas, and then we're going to book a session. Just him and I. The rest of the team are not ready to do social media at a high level, and that's okay. One thing at a time. Wanted to do one blog post, blog or vlog post on my website, and like for basically all my platforms, and that has not happened yet. And then film client video process. So this is like a video that we can send to new clients after they sign on with us, explaining step by step what happens next. Because we explain everything in the initial appointment, but there's only so much information somebody can absorb, right? So yeah, we want to do a video so that they can refer to that as they need. So yeah, those things didn't happen. All right, so I have decorated and I'm going to be doing this with you. I'm setting up my goals for quarter 3 and then breaking it down, like what am I going to be focusing on in July. Okay, so that is next. So let's do that. I'm going to take this out. Set this aside. Okay. Oh, quarter 3 goals. Quarter 3 goals. So I'm going to set my goals first. I don't have a calculator. I was thinking I didn't need it because it was just for 1 month, but it isn't. Actually, you know what I can do? I can look at, here are my goals per quarter. So I'll just write those down for myself. So as I'm doing my goals for quarter 3, I'm going to look at the goals that I set for the year to see where we are here. And I think I actually have, so that's my transaction goal, 60% of our goal done by June 30th. You know what? I actually didn't figure that out, but I will. Weekly meeting with admins, I put that in here. Operations meeting monthly, but also I want to have a powwow each week. Stay on top of my physio 3 to 4 times a week, and then dates. Okay, so yeah, that's great. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I am referencing. So if you set goals for the year, it's important that when you do your monthly and quarterly goal planning, that you are looking at the goals that you set for the whole year. Okay, I am done. I just have to say, I love these stickers from Paper Panda. Highly recommend them. I've tried drawing circles and following stencils, even my ruler. I mean, foolproof, right? But the problem is whatever size that I need, there's only one of them. So I have to move the ruler down and then I can never have them straight. So anyways, I love those. Just thought I'd share that. And in case you were wondering, I decorated with the stickers from the Simply Lovely sticker book from Happy Planner. I do not think that they sell these anymore. I bought a couple of them when they came out because it's like my favorite. Absolutely love those. Oops, I forgot to write down my title here. All right, so I've got my numbers here. And here are, I've got lots that I need to get done over the next 3 months. Action plans in full force, meaning all the tweaking is done. The tools that we're going to be using for mailing out and templates for emailing, things like that. All the kinks worked out, and through trial and error, you figure out what you like, what you don't like, what people respond to, what type of engagement you get. Just basically everything is full force. All the kinks are worked out. I want to do calls with my team twice per week on my working days. I'm going to be taking a lot of vacation from now until the end of the summer. But when I am, in working, basically twice a week. Operations meeting monthly. And then team to be 100% with objections. They're really good with their scripts. And what we've started to do is when I'm role playing with them, I'll just throw out objections and not let them know that that's what I'm doing, just to see if they can pick up on it. So I want to make sure that they're 100% with thinking on their feet and recognizing when they're hearing an objection. Want to do a little powwow weekly with my operations team. Social media focus, bulk record, something I've been wanting to do for quite some time. We actually have the time to do it now, so just got to schedule that in. Weekly market updates, whether that's me or someone on my team, like Preet, for our even our team Instagram page and Facebook. So just somebody from the team doing a market update. 15th protocol. What this is it's a list of contingencies if you're not on track with your goals by the 15th of the month. So there's a bunch of contingencies that the agents can pick through to ensure that they get on track. So I want to make sure that I'm watching the stats and I'm recognizing because our 411s don't always happen on the middle of the month. So I need to make sure as we're approaching the middle of the month, I'm watching for that. And outside of our 411 meeting, if I have to have a chat with them about what they're going to do to make sure that they get on track. Admin 100% with her planner. So our full-time assistant, I got her on the Franklin Planner system. I even had her do the training course on their website. We had a meeting about it this past week and some training. She has never done this level of planning before. So yeah, I want to make sure that I'm following up with her and helping her out to make sure that she is super organized, because she has a lot of projects that she has to manage for the team. Procedures manual, that's one of them, and the onboarding manual, she is building those. So for future admins and future agents that we bring on the team, and then procedures manual, same thing. So, and then I added another sticker there because I'm sure I'm going to think of more things. I'm just so excited that we actually have this downtime that we can get this stuff underway. So breaking it down for the month of July, top 3 focuses: business, operations, and wellness. So under business, team role play 3 times a week, where we're role playing as a team, and a heavy focus is going to be on objections. Team calls twice a week. Market intel, so us doing market intel together. This is where we look at new listings, what has sold, and not just what has sold, but what's the sale to list ratio, what are the trends in the market basically, and breaking it down for style of house. So from detached to townhome, semi-detached homes, condominium townhomes and apartments, things like that, and see what the trend is, because our market is just shifting so fast. So it's important. We look at the numbers every day, but I want to make sure that we're doing that as a team twice a week together in the same room, so that we can talk about it and I can help them think deeper with those numbers. Help agents with their path to top 1% agent. We did an awesome course called Agent Academy over the last, 6 weeks? And now it's time to implement everything. And that's why I put Agent Academy here as well. We have the recordings and I want us to rewatch them, because when you rewatch something a second time, the first time there's just so much information, you take a ton of notes. But it's like, where do you start, right? So it's rewatching them, breaking it down, and implementing, and then setting a plan. So I want to make sure that I'm helping them with that and supporting them with that. Operation side of things, our action plans, I want those to be 100% by the end of July. And then we have August and September to work out the kinks and make sure that we're, 100%. Inventory, 100%. The team needs the right tools, so making sure we never run out of birthday cards, and we send out a handwritten note to new leads that we put in our database with our business card, like things like that, like those types of tools. So just making sure that Rebecca is staying on top of inventory. She does a pretty good job already, but there have been times where there's like, oh, we only have 5 cards left. Well, those cards are going to be done today. So, so just figuring out what is that magic number to make sure that we don't run out of supplies and the tools that we need to do our action plans. Implement the development plan. So when we do our performance reviews in July, at the end of the performance review is based on the results of that and what's in their job profile, what's the development plan for the next 6 months. And I want to make sure that I'm putting that development plan in their, like helping them implement those things in their 411s, in their goals, so that we are making sure that we're measuring what those expectations are. So I want to make sure I'm checking in on a regular basis and that we're implementing it in the 411. Content brainstorm session, definitely want to book that and complete that in this month. And then film videos. Even if it's only one video, I don't expect it's going to be like perfect and it's all going to get done in 1 month. So yeah, I want to get that started. And then my wellness goals, I'm keeping it really simple. Sleeping by midnight, hydration, huge focus. I get a lot of headaches, and the first question my chiropractor asks me is, are you getting enough water? And I'm like, I think so. So yeah, hydration can be linked to a lot of things, and even with like muscle soreness and things like that. So that's a huge focus. I got to start actually like measuring it, whether it be in a tracker of some kind, making sure I'm getting enough water, and then read for 20 minutes. Oh, I wrote minutes twice. Oh, minimum. Read 20 minutes, minimum 3 times per week, whether that be for pleasure or for professional development, or education, whatever. So those are my goals for the month of July. And my focus for the 3rd quarter. I feel like this is very in-depth, and I feel really good, and I have a good handle on what the needs of my business are, as well as for me individually. And I'm excited. Okay, next up. So let's see where we are here. Quarterly goals done, this month's goals done, schedule my month, that pretty much is done. I did that in a separate video. There is my month. Let me check my schedule here and see if anything got added in. Not everything gets added in really far in advance, so let me just take a look here. Team meeting, I may be changing that because we may extend our vacation by a day. So I haven't decided that yet. And we might be extending it here. All right, so that's good. Yep, okay, so we're good. Everything is updated in here. And then I did decorate this. Instead of breaking it down for business and personal for my master task list like I did last month, I've just started with business, and then I may do personal here. I don't really have a whole lot of personal, and what I'm using are these Dusty Rose squares from Paper Panda. I just love their stickers, and they fit perfectly in the boxes in my inserts, so that works out well. And they're a matte material, so I could check them off. So that's kind of all I have right now. Launch action plans, complete my performance reviews, book my July meeting, seller presentation, about 90% done that, so I need to get that completed. So yeah, I'll, let me just take a look here at my goals. There we go. Okay, so that's good for now, my master task list. And transfer tasks, I pretty much got all of my, and I did transfer that finished presentations, everything else I got done. The stuff here, they're not urgent. I will chat with Ryan about what's realistic for us to focus on as far as personal, like household projects, things like that. Update trackers. So I did that as well because I needed my phone to access the information. Oops, I'm in the wrong tab. Goodness, okay. Oh, I have to put my activity in. But my social media, so here are my numbers. It's good to see everything is trending up. Everything is going up, which is nice. Some really slow, some really fast. Like my Instagram for buy sell plan is, I started at $11.99 on January the 1st. I'm now at $7,765. And here's where I started to do planner reels. Crazy. But what's interesting is I also do a lot of reels on my real estate channel, and it's very slow growth. So I don't know. Anyways, so that's that. And then I just need to get my numbers in here. So first month I didn't do any transactions. Eek. That's all right. It's all good. I think that's it, guys. So transfer task, update trackers done. My quarterly numbers are done. Year to date recap numbers are done. Set my goals for the quarter, next quarter goals. So there you go. That is how I do my monthly and quarterly recap. I hope that was helpful for you. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. If you need help at all with organizing your numbers, yeah, let me know. I just find it's less stressful and it helps me to stay on track. And I always know where I am with my numbers, and that's what I'm training my team on as well, for them to always know where their numbers are at. This is why every week we talk about those numbers, those 5 metrics, and it's just so helpful. It's just so helpful. So yeah, I'm very passionate about it, as you can tell. I love sales and I love tracking numbers. Yeah, so reach out, guys, anytime. And if you haven't yet liked and subscribed to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more functional planning videos, I would love for you to be a part of my little community. So have a great day, and I hope this has inspired you to get really specific with your goals for the month of July and for the second quarter. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.